Take a good look at this transformation, folks. It's like a Cinderella story, from a dusty relic to something that actually looks like it belongs in this century. And here she is, my old workhorse. Calling this a PC case is an insult to cases everywhere. This is 20 years of pure, unadulterated cheap plastic and crooked stickers. Opening this up feels less like a tech upgrade and more like an archaeological dig in a garbage dump. Since my wife tightened the budget belt so hard I can barely breathe, I had to hunt for deals. Enter the ASUS TUF B550 Plus. Secondhand, obviously, because I'm a broke 40-year-old. Absolute jackpot! No scratches, and that peeling sound is the only therapy I can afford right now. Clean, shiny, and finally ready to pretend I'm a pro gamer. But wait, look at this! The previous owner forgot to peel the plastic off the heatsink. And here is the heart of the beast, the Ryzen 75800X. I'm finally ditching my old Ryzen 5 3500X and that bottom-of-the-barrel BioStar motherboard. Honestly, that BioStar board was so basic, it probably struggled to run a calculator. But this new setup? It has 4 RAM slots. Finally, a home for those 2 lonely 4GB sticks that have been gathering dust in my drawer for years. Combining them with my current 16 gigs gives me a grand total of 24 gigabytes of RAM. Is it mismatched? Yes. Is it professional? Absolutely not. But for a broke 40-year-old like me, it's basically a supercomputer. The whole operation cost me 300 euros, which is basically my entire secret savings account that my wife doesn't know about. To keep this Ryzen beast from melting down, I'm trusting the Be Quiet Pure Rock Pro 3 Black. It's solid, it's silent, and most importantly, it's my ticket to some serious overclocking. When you're as broke as I am, every single percentage of extra performance matters. Is it miserable to fight for a 3% boost? Maybe. But in my world, that's the difference between glory and a blue screen of death. Every megahertz counts when you're counting pennies. And now, for the grand finale of my budget shopping spree, the FSP Group M220 case. Look at this beauty. It's got 4 ARGB fans. 4! For a guy like me, that's basically a Las Vegas light show in my living room. It's not some no-name brand either. It's actually decent, with tempered glass and everything. I'm stripping it down now, getting it ready for the surgery. It looks so high-end that my wife might actually believe I spent 50 euros on it instead of, well, let's keep the real price a secret between us. It's sleek, it's shiny, and it's about to host the greatest comeback since my hairline started receding. Stripping down this new FSP case feels like a fresh start, honestly. It's the only thing in my house that hasn't been judged by my wife or stained by my kids yet. I'm handling it with more care than I handled my own wedding photos. One wrong move and I'm back to playing solitaire on a potato. But wait, we're not done with the scavenging. I'm pulling 2 120mm Arctic fans from my old crusty case. Now let's talk about the power. I'm moving my Sigmatech Odin 2 750-watt power supply. For 40 euros, this thing has been a legend. It's the unsung hero of my low-budget existence. And finally, I have to remove this little metal bracket to mount my ancient hard drive in my old SSD. It's like moving my old furniture into a new mansion. A bit dusty, a bit outdated, but it's home. Mounting this ancient hard drive and SSD feels like I'm moving my old broken sofa into a luxury penthouse. I'm screwing this metal bracket in with the precision of a surgeon, or at least a guy who's had 3 coffees and is hiding from his mother-in-law. It's not much, but it's honest work, and it's the only part of this build that didn't require a bank loan. Now, let's unbox these cooler mounts. It's like a puzzle for adults, but with higher stakes and less patience. Speaking of stakes, look at this Ryzen processor. I'm giving it a nice little bath with some contact cleaner to prep it for the new thermal paste. It deserves a spa day after surviving my old motherboard for so long. And finally, the moment of glory. I'm plugging in my 2 8GB sticks next to those 2 4GB sticks, 4 slots, 24 gigs of RAM, and 0 excuses for my computer to lag while I'm trying to escape reality. Now, let's talk about trust issues. I'm wiping off the pre-applied thermal paste from this cooler because, with my luck, it's probably been sitting in a warehouse since the last ice age. It's likely drier than my wife's sense of humor when I tell her I bought another PC part. I'm not taking any chances. We're going with some fresh, high-quality paste to make sure this Ryzen stays cool under pressure, unlike me when the bills arrive at the end of the month. Next step, removing those flimsy stock mounts from the motherboard. Out with the old and in with the new. I'm clearing the way for the massive Be Quiet Pure Rock 3 Black. This thing is a beast. It's so big, it looks like it belongs in a server room, not in my budget build. Installing it feels like I'm finally giving this computer some real armor. It's black, it's sleek, and it's about to make this secondhand motherboard look a lot more expensive than it actually was. Let's get it mounted before I drop a screw and lose my mind. Mounting the cooler is supposed to be the easy part. Just 2 screws and we're done. But knowing my luck, one of these bolts is going to fly off and take my eye out. Honestly, I've been a bit clumsy since the day I was born, so every screwdriver turn feels like a life or death mission. Let's snap on the second fan. Hallelujah! It actually fits without hitting the RAM. It's a miracle, folks. Now for the part I dread the most, the I/O shield. I'm snapping it into the back of the case, praying it doesn't cut my fingers like a cheap kitchen knife. And here comes the motherboard. I'm lowering it in as slowly as a diamond heist in a movie. No scratching, no dropping, no accidents. My heart is pounding like a panicked rabbit right now. If I drop this secondhand beauty, I'm going to have a full midlife crisis right here on camera. And now, let's welcome the undisputed star of this budget circus, my MSI RTX 5060 Ti Shadow Edition with a factory overclock. I bought this beauty on a 24-month installment plan, paying it off in tiny amounts so my wife wouldn't notice the missing money in our bank account. It's my little secret, my mechanical mistress. Moving her from the old crusty case to this new home feels like moving a supermodel into a renovated apartment. Smooth, shiny, and way out of my league. Just look at this masterpiece. I'm staring at it, and I honestly can't believe I built this. Me! A 40-year-old disaster who usually breaks everything he touches. It's a literal miracle. I've spent my whole life being a bit of a loser, dreaming of a rig like this, and now it's sitting right there, glowing like a holy relic. It's so beautiful, I might actually cry. Or maybe that's just the smell of new plastic and my looming debt. I'm a total mess, a complete amateur, but for once in my life, I've created something that doesn't look like a total train wreck. Everything is glowing, the fans are spinning. I'm just going to rotate it slightly to show you the... Oh no! No, no, no! In this very moment, time stopped. They say when you die, your life flashes before your eyes. I didn't see my wedding day or the birth of my kids. I saw the black tunnel, and at the end of it was my wife's face. I saw my ancestors looking down at me, disappointed that their bloodline ended with a man who can't even move a PC case. I felt the cold breath of the Tech Grim Reaper on my neck. My heart stopped. My bank account flatlined. It was the end. But wait, look at those reflexes. What a ninja! My survival instinct kicked in like a lightning bolt. I caught it. Did you see that? I'm not just a middle-aged guy with back pain. I'm a high-performance athlete. That was pure instinct, baby. And now, finally, look at her shine. My budget beast is working, changing colors like a disco ball, and most importantly, it's not in pieces on the floor. I did it. I'm a genius, a ninja, and a hardware god. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go lie down and take some blood pressure medication. Don't forget to subscribe before my heart actually gives out. Thank you all for watching, because without your support, I'm just a broke guy talking to a box of wires. See you in the next one.